The first of two officially licensed Halloween video games is coming this October from Boss Team Games, and it is a 16-bit style game meant to be a throwback to the early days of the glory days, really, of arcade video games. And this game is being released simultaneously with an Ash versus Evil Dead game, both of which are part of Boss Team's new Retro Realms franchise of games, really, that they are building here. So, this is from the official press release. Boss Team Games and WayForward Technologies, in association with Compass International Pictures, Forward Front, Lionsgate, and Stars, have announced the first two releases in a new series of games for console and PC entitled Retro Realms. And the first two Retro Realms games are sold separately and deliver a 16-bit style platformer experience based on John Carpenter's Halloween and the Stars television series Ash vs. Evil Dead. In these games, players take control of Michael Myers and other characters from the original 1978 film to slash through familiar settings and overcome the ultimate evil that is descended upon our world. And speaking of those familiar settings, well, here in this official still, you see Michael Myers in his 16-bit form, of course, there at the Myers house. And you get a little idea of how this is going to look. There's that art look of him up in the left-hand corner where it shows that is some hearts, I believe, like literal hearts out of the human body. And that shows how many hearts are left. So, we can zoom in, and there he is in all of his pixelated glory, right? And it looks like he's brought the Judith Myers tombstone home to the Myers house. Another one of those settings that we don't exactly go to per se in the original Halloween, but it is alluded to, and it is, of course, part of the Halloween mythology and the lore of Haddonfield, and that would be Phelps Garage, 24-hour towing. And here we see Michael making appearance there. You can even zoom in, and there's the station wagon that he presumably drove there. But look at this carnage as we zoom in. This is some of what I want to look at. I mean, who knows who this victim is that they've created at Phelps for Michael to be attacking, but he is literally, you see the action here in these stills. He is slicing through, and look at all the pixelated blood and body parts just flying. I mean, retro style pixelated gore. And then there's this dude over here on the ground, bloody. Again, just small tastes of what we have to come. And that's really, from what we're gathering, that's the whole idea. What Boss Teams is going as for these games. The fun of the nostalgic feel of these old games. But with today's technology where it's going to be lightning fast, I imagine. You know what I mean? It's going to have an incredible control over these games and these characters in a way that the games in the 80s and 90s arguably did not. Going back to the press release, it reads, quote, developed by WayForward Technologies, the Retro Realms games let players traverse worlds and enter different realms to overcome challenges inspired by Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead. Combining retro visuals with modern mechanics, players venture between two overlapping worlds with the ability to enter the nightmare-infested Dark Realm at any time, which unlocks shortcuts, hidden pathways, and rewards for those brave enough to enter. So what that means is that you can enter into this apparent dark realm, which is not the familiar settings of Haddonfield and not the familiar settings of Ash versus Evil Dead, and that's something totally different. Um, and obviously the retro visuals with modern mechanics. That's what I'm talking about right there. The retro visuals with modern mechanics, where it's going to move like the modern games, but look like the classic old games. And I think this could really be a winner. I think it could be a ton of fun. And again, as we're going, we're going to take a look at some of these stills we have here, but I mean, look at Super Michael launching through the air, coming down, and again, I'm thinking this maybe is kind of Smith's Grove, possibly. Um, it looks like prisoners or inmates in a straitjacket. Three of them in straitjackets. Again, I love the blood everywhere, and and this just Michael launching into attack mode. I mean, this is going to be wild, but I think it could be really fun. And the way they describe it, combining retro visuals with modern mechanics, I dig that. And you venture between two overlapping worlds. Another thing is that these games, you can overlap them. Check this out. The two RetroRealms titles, Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead, they're each sold separately, but they can also connect with each other to create an ever expanding universe of popular characters that unlocks additional gameplay. The games can be played individually, or if both titles are purchased, new features can be accessed, including taking characters from one game into the other. Players can also commemorate their achievements within the RetroRealms Arcade, a lovingly realized 3D gateway and tribute to arcade gaming that connects both RetroRealms titles, providing a single way to access every game in the series and to redeem in-game tickets, view leaderboards, and find other exclusive content. That's what this is alluding to, the RetroRealms Arcade. So from all of this, they are clearly starting with these two games with plans to add more games, all of which, when you own multiple games, you'll be able to have access and unlock special features where you can take certain characters to the other game. So, for example, we do have the capability in this game. We will have the capability in this game to, for example, take Ash from Ash versus Evil Dead to the Myers house, for example. Or, for that matter, you know, we will have the ability also to take Michael Myers into the world of Ash versus Evil Dead and maybe go to the Evil Dead cabin in the woods. As I said, while both games are going to be sold individually, they're also going to be available in that double feature 2-pack. And they're both going to be released on October 18th from Boss Team Games. And they are going to be available, like I said, separately. They're going to be available in a double feature pack. And there's also a special edition as well as a collector's edition. And the collector's edition is pretty loaded. I will show you what you get with that in just a minute. But before we get to that, let's go back to these stills real quick, because here's yet another one. And it just shows some of this violence that this game is going to have. Michael just literally slashing somebody in half here. And we do have just a little bit of gameplay footage you could look at here. And what you're looking at here is the official announcement trailer. And but you can see here that this gameplay is going to be insane. Look at all that gore. Watch it again. Here, let's go back. We get just a little bit of a preview of what it's going to look like seeing Michael Myers slashing away. I mean, taking people's heads off, decapitating people, the blood splatter. And then, did you see that at the end? He's standing there at the Myers house and he just wipes the blood off the knife in that last little clip. That is funny. That is great. Both games, the first two, and it is stated numerous times in all of the official release details that these are the first two in this RetroRealms series. So there's more coming, clearly, which gets me excited about what other horror franchises they might allow us to mix and match. I think it's a cool idea. The double feature packs that you're looking at here, they're available right now for pre-order on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PS5 Special Edition, and Xbox Special Editions are also available with a cool retro packaging that looks like a VHS box. There's that. And then there's this, the Ultimate Collector's Edition version. And this limited Collector's Edition features an assortment of collectibles, including some exclusive items that, according to the official announcement, will never be produced again, bundled with a physical copy of the RetroRealms double feature, including both Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead games, along with bonus access to 2 additional DLC characters. And those characters are Laurie Strode and Kelly from Ash vs. Evil Dead. Okay, so there she is, the art version, and there she is in action, coming in like a superhero badass to take somebody out. Here's another still of the unlocked Laurie Strode, and yeah, she is getting in on the blood and gore as well. Check this out. Like I said, this looks like it could really be a lot of fun. And each collector's edition will include an exclusive 12-inch Michael Myers plush that you see here, custom arcade tokens in a deluxe acrylic display case, a collectible character pin, a unique steelbook, and more. And each collector's edition, in addition to all that, includes, as I said, the DLC, in-game DLC for Laurie Strode, and the in-game DLC for Kelly Maxwell from Ash vs. Evil Dead. There's also the downloadable digital RetroRealms soundtrack. There's an exclusive RetroRealms Halloween art print. There's an enamel pin. I don't know if I said that already. There's a special variant foil pack of 8 trading cards exclusive to the collector edition. There's a RetroRealms Halloween faux arcade cabinet box. I mean, that is incredible. And the last thing listed is a special surprise item will be included in every collector edition. And all of that is $99.99 plus shipping and handling. but you got to order quick because they're limited to just 5,000 copies across all platforms. And Boss Team Games promises that once they're gone, they are gone forever. If you want to see the full announcement trailer and read the entire press release, you can do so right now at HalloweenDailyNews.com. And now, I can't wait to hear from you guys. How many of you have already pre-ordered? I know a lot of you have. How many of you are gamers and are excited to get into this? And you think it's going to be a fun game to play? Or how many of you, like me, are Myers fanatics and are going to be playing mainly for that reason? We're definitely going to have these games in the house and going to be playing soon, and I can't wait to review them and talk about them. And who knows, maybe we'll set up some live streams or something with us playing. All right, let me hear your thoughts on RetroRealms Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead coming this October.